going to have to be wary about playing a high line, because there's nothing this guy relishes more than space to run into, and once he gets there, he's gone.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Kudus. João Palhinha. That is lovely. Looking for a decent ball in. Kudus. And Dijk is there, and he can get that clear. Udogi. Oh, that's nice. And he has been fouled there. Applies the finish! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Gravenberg. Kerkez. Gakpo. Kolomouani. Kudus. Udogi. Danso. Udogi. Brennan Johnson. And here's Kolomouani. And the shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Kolomouani is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
McAllister. And Dijk shifted upfield. McAllister. Kerkez. Gakpo. He's cut it out. And that is a little under... He's gone for goal! It's McAllister. Gakpo. Lovely feet. Kerkez stood his ground strongly. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Romero, gently done. Kerkez. McAllister. Gakpo. And here's Mohamed Salah.
Mohamed Salah really was well marshalled there, because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Pedro Porro. And it's Porro. Johnson. Pedro Porro. And here's Johnson. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Pedro Porro. Oh, it's played into the area. That's really well manoeuvred. McAllister. Gravenberg. And here's Isak. He's found the way. He's having a shot! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Isak, nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Romero chooses to go cross-field. Done so. Kudus. Udogi. Kudus. Bissouma. And here's Colomboani. Tries a shot! They've certainly started on the front foot here. Already shots raining in.
I can't quite believe he's missed that either.
Pedro Porro plays it short. Proves too strong. McAllister did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Frimpong tries a deft little ball. That's a throw. That's good play. There are a few waiting for it. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Bissouma. Kudus. Udogi. Done so. Udogi. Udogi. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. And that was nowhere near his best. Gakpo. Colomboani. Johnson. And it's Udogi. And here's Kudus. Kudus! He's got away with one there.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Udogi. Bissouma. That's an imaginative pass. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Kirkesh. Pedro Porro does really well to win the ball there. Romero. Pedro Porro. Brennan Johnson. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro charging forward down that flank. Johnson. Bissouma. Shoots!
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Van Dijk. McAllister. Gravenberg. Mohamed Salah. Gravenberg. Moved on forwards. Back into the middle. Gakpo. Colomboani. Johnson. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Mohamed Salah. Gravenberg. Mohamed Salah knocks it out wide. Kirkesh, cross into the box. Romero getting this one clear. Konate, and it's played forward. Gravenberg. Frimpong. Gravenberg. And here's Isak. Isak! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're up in the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Bissouma. João Palhinha. Colin. Brennan Johnson. Gravenberg. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Thumps it clear. It'll be a throw-in. Romero. Kudus. And it's Udogi. Van Dijk. McAllister, Konate, Kerkej, forwards and with intent. Frimpong. Salah. Bissouma wins the duel this time. That's a nicely weighted pass. Cleared away. Ball is over the line. McAllister plays with finesse. A corner it is then. Van der Ven can get it clear. And it's Frimpong. And here's Mohamed. It's Salah!
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Gravenberg. Gomez. Gakpo. Kerkez. Gravenberg. McAllister. Frimpong. Lovely bit of skill. Gakpo. Gravenberg. Played back in. And here's Gakpo. Gakpo. McAllister. Gravenberg. Kerkez. Very nicely done. Gravenberg. Gakpo. McAllister. Gravenberg. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Referee has just said play on. João Palhinha. Romero, aim forwards. Johnson. Van der Ven. Moved on forwards. Pedro Porro. Van der Ven. Gakpo. Gravenberg. Gakpo. That's very neat. Palhinha defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Salah. Gakpo.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Bissouma. Udogi. Kudus. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
That was very necessary. Van de Beek. João Palhinha. Udogi. This looks promising. Kudus. And Dijk forwards and with intent. And here's Colomwani.
Colomwani really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Salah. Can he finish? And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's a mighty effort! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And that has been cleared. Now it's McAllister. Isak is the guilty party there. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Kerkesh. Isak. Oh, such a clever touch. Isak plays it in. Gravenberg. McAllister. Frimpong. Hit into the middle. Pedro Porro. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. João Palhinha. Now it's Kudus. Mohamed Salah. Gomez. Gravenberg. Frimpong. Frimpong battling down that right flank. Was deflected over the goal line for a corner. needs to get it clear. It's Johnson. Colomboani. Johnson looking to get on the end of this. Palhinha. Muscular approach does pay off here. McAllister did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Gravenberg. Gakpo. Gravenberg. McAllister, Frimpong. Kudus, gently done. And it's Udogi. Now it's Colomboani. João Palhinha. Pedro Porro puts them all in. Van Dijk. Konate. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Kudus. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's come loose. Van Dijk trying to keep this in. Cleared away. Through. Bissouma. Nicely intercepted. Van Dijk. 0-0 still. No lack of chances though.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Danso. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. And it's played forward. Brennan Johnson. And here's Colomboani. Johnson played out towards the right wing. Pedro Porro chips it through. And reclaimed it in a trice. Bissouma.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Kudus. Danso. And it goes cross-field. Pedro Porro. Romero. Bissouma. Quarter of an hour played. Konate gets over and intercepts. Van Dijk. Gakpo. Johnson.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Bissouma. Johnson. Kerkez. Gravenberg. And it's Salah. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Jogging. Danso. Jogging. Succumbs to the pressure. Kudus. Johnson. Kudus. Palhinha. Van Dijk. McAllister. Van Dijk. Frimpong. Gomez. Kolumwani was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Pedro Porro. And here's Kolumwani. There's the shot! Oh, what a climb! Has another go! That's going to go a long way. That's tidy. And it's Kudus. Kudus!
Kudus really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Keeper has taken decisive action. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. They've played it short.
Really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Mohamed Salah. Now it's Isak. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Palhinha. Jogging. Here's Kolumwani. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Danso. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Johnson. Oh, good spread. Played into the middle. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. So who's he picking out? And here's Kolumwani. That's really well manoeuvred. Out to the right. And it's Frimpong. He is just caressing the ball. McAllister. Gakpo. And the finish! Danso. Looks to the other side. Pedro Porro. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Johnson. Johnson's cross. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Gomez. Gravenberg. Gakpo. Palhinha. Danso. Good play on the left-hand side here. Danso. Frimpong gets him to thwart him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Thinks one through. Udogi. Kolomuani. Pedro Porro. Bissouma shifted upfield. Oh, nice touch. Kudus. Palhinha done delicately. Pedro Porro tries across. And out it comes again. Pedro Porro. Johnson. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Kudus. Frimpong. Van Dijk. Frimpong. McAllister. Frimpong. Konate. Gravenberg. Kerkez. Konate. Gakpo. McAllister. Now who's going to be first to this? Played out to the right. Plenty waiting in the middle. Oh, sweet feet. Up he goes! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Towards the other side. Udogi. Udogi. Danso. Udogi. Danso. Romero. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. João Palhinha. And here's Kolomuani. This is gone, that's a foul.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Johnson! Johnson. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. McAllister. Gravenberg. Mohamed Salah. And here's Isak. And it's Salah. Clipped into space. And that's been won straight back. Gravenberg. Frimpong. it's Colomwani. Doggy. Johnson. Colomwani. And here's Johnson. Spread out to the left. Showing good feet. Kudus. Shapes to shoot. And Dyke can get it clear. And it's Udogi. Joao Palhinha. And here's Colomwani. Mohamed Salah. Isak. And here's Isak. And the ball's come loose here. That is good defending. It's been repelled. Ooh, delicate chip through. Now it's Colomwani. And he's picked out the run. Pedro Porro. Real chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Pedro Porro actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Kudus opts to play it back. And it's Udogi. Oh, that's neat. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Danger averted for now. Pedro Porro. Brennan Johnson. Cleared without complication. Bissouma played out towards the right wing. Pedro Porro, and that's aimed into the middle.
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
And it's McAllister. Now it's Kudus. Udogi. Physical challenge. Kirkes. Aim forwards. Gakpo. Gakpo! Split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Nice control. Gakpo. And here's Isak. Isak! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Isak is offering a wry smile there.
Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Gravenberg. Takes the shot! Pedro Porro. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Bissouma. Kudus. And he cuts out the supply. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
McAllister. And here's Mohamed Salah. Danso with a fine tackle. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Udogi. Danso. And it's Kudus. Mohamed Salah. Kirkes. Johnson makes the interception. Udogi. Danso head over towards the opposite flank. Brennan Johnson. Pedro Porro. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, look at the space. Oh, shooting chance! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Gakpo. Van der Ven gets it away. Played out wide. Kirkes. Oh, smashing header! Oh, couldn't quite control it.
Isaac made such good movement to get in position there. We were all expecting much more.
Van der Ven. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Brennan Johnson. And here's Colomwani. Pedro Porro puts them all in. That's a throw. Receives it in a good position here. Colomwani. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Johnson! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Bissouma. He's had a shot! That's really well cleared. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. That's really well manoeuvred. Pedro Porro picks it up out wide. And it's hoisted clear. Bissouma have it back and can go again. João Palhinha. Colomwani. Great defending, strong and determined. Van Dijk. Gakpo. Gakpo. Now the delivery. Van de Ven tries to clear and claimed it back swiftly. Cross goes in there. Vicario deals with that nice and simple. Mohamed Salah. And it's Salah. Oh, good spread. Pedro Porro. Udogi. Danso. Van de Ven. Van de Ven, gently done. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Isak does really well to win the ball there. Gravenberg moved on forwards. And it's Kirkes. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. Oh, that's not going to find its target. And here's Isak! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Isak clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Romero. Bissouma. João Palhinha. Kudus. Udogi. Oh, that's neat. And here's Colomwani. The referee's awarded a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Johnson! Pedro Porro, now here's the delivery. And it's played forward. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Brennan Johnson. Muscular approach does pay off here. He can get that clear. Udogi. Kudus. Nice control. Joao Palhinha. And here's Colomwani. McAllister. Gakpo. Kirkes. Gakpo. Colomwani. Romero. Pedro Porro. Joao Palhinha. Udogi. Great run on the overlap here. Kudus. And it's Joao Palhinha. And here's Colomwani. Big chance! Really well taken goal. And this is getting better and better.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that due to the ease which they were able to cut through them from there. That definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
That's good play. Gakpo. Gets it away. And the play for a throw. And it's Gravenberch. And here's Gakpo. Gravenberch. Gravenberch! It's a loose ball. And that's a... Gakpo! Danso. Udogi. Bissouma. Kudus. Bissouma. Udogi. Kudus. And here's Colomwani.
Colomwani really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Gakpo. And here's Isak. Mohamed's decent chance!
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Danso chooses to go cross-field. Bissouma. Joao Palhinha. Kudus. Joao Palhinha. Udogi. And here's Kudus. Frimpong. What a throw in. Gakpo. And it's McAllister. Deftly away. Simple. McAllister. Gakpo. And here's Mohamed Salah. It's Salah! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Damso, and it goes cross-field. Romero forwards and with intent. Pedro Porro. Gakpo does really well there, strong defending. Johnson, and the shot! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
And it's Salah. Out to the right. And that's a throw-in. Mohamed Salah. Gakpo. McAllister. And he's there to get it away. Played in with purpose. That'll be a corner. Decent chance! Sticks it away! This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Gomez. Gravenberg. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. That's very neat. It's run loose here. Frimpong wins the duel this time. Chance, surely! He has done it!
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And here's Johnson. And can he finish it? Big relief, it just needed better contact. And Dyke aim forwards. Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Moved on forwards. João Palhinha. Bissouma shifted upfield. Lovely bit of skill. Crossed into the middle. Cleared away. And that is out of play. Romero. João Palhinha. Proves too strong. Isaac. Gomez. Gakpo. Frimpong. It's anyone's ball now. Aimed in towards the centre. Bissouma. João Palhinha. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. João Palhinha. Udogi. João Palhinha. Brennan Johnson. Oh, that's nice. Time to deliver. And that has been plucked away. Kudus. And here's Colomwani. Gakpo. Gakpo. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Udogi. Danso. João Palhinha. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Brennan Johnson. Van Dijk. Gravenberg. Mohamed Salah. Kerkez. Now it's Gakpo. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. And they've got rid. Frimpong have it back and can go again. Frimpong crosses it in. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. That'll be a throw. And it's McAllister. McAllister. Gravenberg. And he shoots!
Gakpo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Frimpong. Kirkes. Johnson with a definite foul there. And here's Gakpo. Gravenberch. Lovely feet. Can he deliver? And he's heaved it away. And it's Kudus. Udogi. Mohamed Salah. Kirkes. Frimpong takes aim and crosses. Mohamed Salah. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Kirkes. Pedro Porro. And it's Kudus. Now it's Kolomouani. Out to the left it goes. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Kudus. Kudus! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Konate. Kirkes. Gomez. Looks to the other side. Van Dijk. Salah. And here's Isak. Isak. Over to the left. No way through, so back it comes. Well read. And the danger is averted. Danso. Kudus. Pedro Porro. Brennan Johnson. Pedro Porro. João Palhinha. Frimpong. Kirkes. Gakpo. Gakpo played out to the left flank. Very nicely done. A chance to play it in. He is just caressing the ball. And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Udogi succumbs to the pressure. Van Dijk. And it's Salah. Palhinha. 4 extra minutes added on. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Romero. Udogi. Frimpong. Salah. Mohamed Salah tries making a foray down the right. Johnson. Pedro Porro. Udogi. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Brennan Johnson. And here's Kudus. Takes a shot! And he thumps it clear. And they've got a throw. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Kerkez. Van Dijk. Frimpong. Gravenberg. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Bissouma, gently done. Brennan Johnson. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro running with the ball. Van Dijk. Frimpong. Van Dijk. Gakpo. Kudus puts his foot on the gas. McAllister does really well to win the ball there. Frimpong. And it's played forward. Gakpo! No, not quite.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Could he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
Clearly not happy with that. Good run through the middle, but he needs support. Johnson. Kudus. And here's Kolomwani. Johnson. And it's Porro. Ah, such a clever touch. Kudus!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Danso. Udogi. Bissouma. Brennan Johnson. Bissouma. Johnson. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
He's usually punished.
Isak. Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah, that's a delicate pass. João Palhinha. Udogi. Bissouma. Gakpo wins the duel this time. McAllister. Frimpong. Frimpong shifted upfield. And it's Frimpong. Nice physical challenge. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. João Palhinha. Bissouma. Danso. Kudus. And here's Colomwani! Straight at the keeper.
Colomwani simply had to do better than that. He blew a great chance for me.
Gakpo. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. João Palhinha. Pedro Porro. João Palhinha. Johnson. And it's Kudus. João Palhinha. Udogi. Kudus. Gomez gets it away. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Frimpong. Oh, nice touch. Oh, that's a nice ball. Danso with the clearance. Deflected behind for a corner kick. It's a mighty effort! Goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Deftly away.
Gakpo.
Oh, this is a very good run. Salah. He's shooting! It's off target and by quite a way.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Kudus. Isuma. Udogi. Played towards the other side. Pedro Porro. Brennan Johnson. Isuma. And here's Colomwani. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Referee's given a throw. Gomez. Kerkez. Gravenberg. Gakpo. It's Salah! And he has kept it out somehow.
Mohamed Salah really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Udogi. And it's Kudus. Pedro Porro. Oh, well measured. The referee has given a corner. And it's been taken short. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Gakpo. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. He has found a way through. Gakpo with the cross. That's an excellent interception. Udogi. Kudus. Gakpo. Gravenberg. Gakpo. Now then, the ball's come loose. Johnson has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his own personal target now. As long as he keeps working for his team, he should be fine.
Udogi. João Palhinha. Isuma. João Palhinha. And here's Colomwani. And the keeper has it. Frimpong. Gravenberg. Gakpo. And here's chance! He scores! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish. So the lead now is 2.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Udogi. Great defending, strong and determined. Van Dijk. McAllister. Frimpong. McAllister. Mohamed Salah. Kirkes. Gakpo. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bissouma. João Palhinha. Danso. And it's Kudus.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Kirkes. Frimpong. McAllister. Mohamed Salah. McAllister. Frimpong. Now it's Isak. And a chance! Smashing header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Bissouma. João Palhinha. Brennan Johnson. Johnson. Can he finish? That's tidy. The doggy has been caught now, it's a foul.
Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Just a talking to, I think.
Yes, it is.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
That was beautiful, something close to genius. Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Chance for a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Udogi. Mohamed Salah wins the duel this time. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Mohamed Salah. Johnson. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Brennan Johnson. Udogi. Bissouma. Pedro Porro.
Oh, sweet feet.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
He just needed to be quicker then. This defence won't give you time to second-guess yourself.
And it's Salah. And there's the shot!
Mohamed Salah really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't. Yeah, just noticing now about that defensive line and how much it's dropping. It's too deep for me.
And why do you think that would be?
Well, it's an obvious move to prevent the opposition from exploiting the space that was usable.
Frimpong. McAllister. So, can they find a way to turn around this deficit? Back into the middle. Gakpo. Gravenberch. McAllister. Mohamed Salah. And here's Isak. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. And it's Kudus. And here's Kolomwani. Johnson! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Showing good feet. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Kolomwani. Kolomwani. It's still got it, needs help. Gravenberch gets rid without sophistication. Udogi. Kudus. Udogi. That is lovely. Bissouma. Oh, it's a great ball here. Shot a goal! And one more try! Playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. Kolomwani, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Pedro Porro. Now it's Johnson. And it's Porro. Out towards the flank. Van Dijk. Mohamed Salah. Gravenberch. Gakpo. Played out wide. Oh, nice touch. Gravenberch. Kerkez. Oh, such a clever touch. It's Salah! And yes, it's there!
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
That has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Bissouma. And here's Kudus. And it's Udogi.
Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Pedro Porro goes short.
Plenty waiting in the middle. In into the middle.
Nice interception, well timed. Gakpo forwards and with intent. And here's Isak. Mohamed Salah. Great defending, strong and determined. Romero moved on forwards. Kudus. And here's Kolomwani. Oh, easy pickings there. Frimpong. McAllister. Mohamed Salah. Kirkes. Salah. McAllister. Frimpong. And it's played in here. Romero gets it away. Crossed it again.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Gravenberg knocks it out wide. Gakpo. McAllister. And here's Mohamed Salah.
Mohamed Salah really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Brennan Johnson.
Oh, that's nice.
Bissouma. And here's Johnson.
Great chance!
And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
That's just literally playing into his hands.
Isak.
He is just caressing the ball. And he's had a shot! McAllister with the short one. That's the throw. And it's Frimpong. And here's Isak.
Isak.
Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Udogi. Bissouma. Kudus.
Out to the left it goes.
Udogi puts a cross in.
Volleyed effort.
Listen, I'm not sure he had to go at that first time, but at least he showed some good confidence.
And it's been taken short. There are a few waiting for it. And it's Udogi. Pedro. Up he goes! No, he didn't quite meet it right. McAllister. Mohamed Salah. Played out wide. Gravenberg. McAllister. Kirkesh. Oh, that's neat. Johnson does really well to win the ball there. Bissouma. Udogi. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Bissouma, gently done. And it's Torre. Kudus. Can he find the finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Kirkes. Kudus. And here's Colomwani. He's in a good position here. Pedro Porro. Real chance! Gomez tries to clear. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Udogi played back in. He's gone for a throw-in. Gravenberg. And it's Gravenberg. Gravenberg. McAllister. Gravenberg. Mohamed Salah. Out towards the flank. Played back in. Muscular approach does pay off here. Romero. Bissouma. João Palhinha. Kudus. Pedro Porro. Johnson. Pedro Porro. Lofted in. And that has been cleared. Udogi crossed in once more. Kirkes. Gomez. Gravenberg. Kirkes. Frimpong. McAllister. And it's Salah. Gravenberg. Kirkes. Really
anticipated that well, didn't he?
They've played it short. Oh, what a climb! That is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
There's some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Udogi. Kudus. Tries a measured ball. Brilliantly cut out. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Nice control. Time to deliver. Hefty challenge, but fair enough.
Udogi.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, sweet feet. And it's João Paulinho. And here's Colomwani. João Paulinho. Can he deliver? Oh, shooting chance! Gets it away. Gakpo. Danso. Aim forwards. And here's Colomwani. And it's Udogi. Udogi, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Van Dijk. And it's played forward. McAllister. Gakpo is fouled. Van der Ven attempts a clearance. And here's McAllister. Kudus gets it clear. Van Dijk. Gravenberg. Mohamed Salah. McAllister. Gravenberg. Mohamed Salah. McAllister. Mohamed Salah. Over to the left. Mohamed Salah. Can he finish? In he goes again. He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Palhinha. Udogi. Mohamed Salah. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Gakpo.
Isak.
Gakpo.
Isak.
And here's Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah spread out to the left. McAllister. And here's Isak. Excellent challenge. Shot a goal! Palhinha aimed forwards. Kudus. That's really well manoeuvred. Mohamed Salah. Played out wide. Oh, smashing header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Palhinha. Kudus. And it's Porro. That's tidy. Johnson with 3 goals to his name and looking for more. So who's he picking out? Gomez gets good distance on it and claimed it back swiftly. Pedro Porro. Palhinha. Knocks it out wide. Gakpo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Caresses it through. Bissouma is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Romero. Udogi. Kudus. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Van Dijk. Mohamed Salah. Gravenberg shifted upfield. Gakpo. This might... And the shots! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Isak certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Palhinha. Udogi. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Colomwani really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Kirkes. Gakpo. It's run loose here. Pedro Porro, who's set up one goal so far. And here's Johnson. Pedro Porro. That is a brilliant interception. Gravenberg, gently done. And here's Isak. Done so. Johnson. Pedro Porro. Brennan Johnson. Kudus. João Palhinha. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And reclaimed it in a trice. Johnson. McAllister. Moved on forwards. Mohamed Salah. Frimpong. Mamardashvili sends that a long way. Romero. And it's gone back to the keeper. Van der Beek. João Palhinha. Kirkes. Gakpo. And here's Isak. Now that's a fine challenge. Johnson. And the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly... Gakpo! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Gakpo is offering a wry smile there.
Gets his head on it! Can he stop it going out? McAllister, and here's McAllister.
Looking for a decent ball in. Turns and goes back. Great chance!
Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Johnson. And it's Udogie.
Lovely bit of skill. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Out towards the flank. Lovely feet.
Bissouma.
That's good play. He's got options in the box if he gets his... Can he finish? It goes to show he is human after all.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Van Dijk forwards and with intent. Mohamed Salah. Kirkes. And he moves in field. Gakpo. Frimpong. Mohamed Salah.
And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Mohamed Salah clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That's not going far. And it's Salah.
Goes for the shot! Oh, another save.
Raundler. Bissouma.
Brennan Johnson.
Bissouma.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the... Kudus!
Frimpong. And it's played forward. Mohamed Salah. Gakpo. Kerkez.
That's very neat.
Gakpo. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. It's all a little... Pedro Porro has got himself a free kick. Romero. And it's Porro.
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
Pedro Porro played into the box. Isak.
Proves too strong.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. Now it's Isak. Kerkez. Now the ball in. Cleared without complication. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. And it's Kudus. Mohamed Salah. Frimpong shifted upfield. Pedro Porro. Johnson. Pedro Porro. Bissouma.
Brennan Johnson.
Played out wide. He's cut it out. And it's Porro.
Very nicely done.
Johnson.
He is just caressing the ball.
And here's Johnson.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Point-blank header! No, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
Kirkes. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Colomwani. Bissouma. Goes for a shot! And that's a real chance missed. Gomez. Gakpo. Danger averted for now. Danso. João Palhinha. Kudus. Udogi. João Palhinha. Udogi. Bissouma. And it's Porro. Pedro Porro tries across. That has been knocked clear. That is lovely. João Palhinha. Bissouma. Chance to play it in. Lovely feet. Header! And somehow he managed to miss it. Gravenberg. McAllister. Frimpong. Konate. That's really well manoeuvred. Gakpo. Isak. Cracking ball. Showing good feet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Succumbs to the pressure. Van der Beek. Johnson. Gravenberg. Kudus. Van der Beek. Kudus. Pedro Porro. Johnson. Kudus. You can get that clear. And that's been won straight back. Romero. Bissouma. Plenty waiting in the middle. Oh, it's come loose. And that has been clubbed away. And it's Udogi. Udogi gets a cross in. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And the goalkeeper's brought good palm to that. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. João Palhinha. That's tidy. Johnson delivers the ball. Gravenberg tries to clear. Brennan Johnson. Colin shoots! Oh, should have put that away. McAllister. Gakpo. Gravenberg. Knocks it out wide. Played into the middle. Vicario claims it. Safe hands. Danso. Aim forwards. Kudus. Pedro Porro. Romero. João Palhinha. Brennan Johnson. João Palhinha. Out towards the flank. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Udogie really needed to be much faster then, much more decisive.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Keeper's dealt with that. And a chance! Tries to get it clear. Gakpo tries a shot! He should have put that one away.
Well, it was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game's already won.
Romero is there, and he can get that clear. Mohamed Salah, decent chance! Johnson. Bissouma. Johnson. Bissouma. Udogie. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Frimpong. Gravenberg. Mohamed Salah. McAllister. Kerkez. Gently done. Isaac! Oh, they could be caught out here. Time to deliver. Romero. Pedro Porro. Johnson. Bissouma. Pedro Porro. Johnson knocks it out wide. And it's Porro. Johnson played out towards the right wing. That has been knocked clear. Pedro Porro plays it short. And that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
And he's running through.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Gravenberg tries to think it through. And he's there to clear it. Out for a throw. Gravenberg. They get a throw in. Johnson. Pedro Porro. Brennan Johnson. Udogi. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Tries to get it clear. The final 5 minutes. Frimpong. Gravenberg. Bissouma. Gravenberg does really well to win the ball there. McAllister. Frimpong. McAllister. Mohamed Salah. Kirkes. And here's Isak. Koulibaly. Kirkes. Gakpo. Proves too strong. Johnson. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. João Palhinha. And it's Udogi. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Frimpong. Gravenberg. Mohamed Salah. Gravenberg. Salah. Gravenberg. Played out wide. Now it's Gakpo. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. And he's heaved it away. Gravenberg. It's a throw-in. João Palhinha. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro making good progress on the right-hand side. Well read, and the danger is averted. And the pass is intercepted, and it's Kudus. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Kudus moved on forwards.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Mohamed Salah. Frimpong. Gravenberg. Isak. Kudus. Romero. Pedro Porro. Brennan Johnson. Pedro Porro. Romero. Played over towards the opposite flank. Bissouma. Kudus. Udogi.
And he shoots! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Colomwani actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And that has been cleared. Oh, that's neat. And it's Bissouma. Out towards the flank. Oh, such a clever touch. Kudus! There are a few waiting for it. Gravenberg. Gakpo. Kirkes. McAllister. Mohamed Salah. Frimpong. Salah. Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. Gravenberg. Climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Bissouma. João Palhinha. And it's played forward. Kudus. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Udogi. João Palhinha. Udogi. And it's Bissouma. Gravenberg wins the duel this time. Isak. Mohamed Salah. Frimpong. Salah. Frimpong. McAllister. Gravenberg. McAllister. Gomez. Gakpo. Kirkes. Romero has played it long.
Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
He's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Jogging. And it's Doggy. Doggy puts a cross in. And he's there to get it away. Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Big chance!
Bissouma usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Kerkesh. So who's he picking out? Only partially clear. Pedro Porro. It's Porro. Oh, nice touch. Pedro Porro puts them all in. Cleared away. And here's Johnson.
Well, the referee has bought that. I'm not sure I have. Draw your own conclusions. I've drawn mine.
Yeah, I agree, Peter. I don't think there was any contact. My feeling on first watch was that there was none.
So a big chance now from 12 yards. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, credit to the keeper. He read it, but succumbed to the placement.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. This is threatening to become a really good game. That's really well manoeuvred. Gakpo. Kerkez. McAllister. And here's Isak. Isak! That's a half-decent try.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
Gakpo. And here's Isak. Gakpo! Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. He's gone for the shot. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. it's Frimpong. And here's Mohamed Salah. Frimpong. Gravenberg. Here's a chance! Lacking in accuracy. Palhinha.
Look, their supporters must be going balmy about this because there's no sense of purpose in what we're seeing.
Kudus. Out to the left it goes. Oh, sweet feet. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Doggy. Palhinha. Johnson works it out wide. Isaac. Palhinha does really well to win the ball there. Mohamed Salah. Van Dijk. McAllister. Could go all the way here. Isaac. Isaac! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And he's there to clear it. And it's Frimpong. Lovely bit of skill. That'll be a throw-in. Can he deliver? Kudus, gently done. Brennan Johnson. Final seconds, this has to be it. Nice physical challenge. There will be a throw-in. Mohamed Salah. Gravenberg. Van Dijk. Frimpong. Gravenberg. Mohamed Salah. Kerkez. Gomez. Gakpo. And it's Salah. Now who's going to be first to this? Van der Ven attempts a clearance. Isaac. And it's Salah! Pedro Porro. Bissouma. Van der Ven. Palhinha. Udogi. Kudus. And here's Colomwani. Udogi. Oh, that's nice. Gakpo. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, what a game.